Hello, once again. We're back. It's Friday night, and you know what that means. It's the Wrestling Review Show here on Men John Make a Quick Podcast. As you see down to your left and behind me, the Twitter handle MJ Make a Podcast. You see tweets from me and John. Sometimes we play a game. Who tweeted that? Like Eric does, if he's watching right now. Maybe he's the one person watching. But anyways, give us a follow there. If you're new to the channel, please like, comment, and subscribe. Here on YouTube, obviously. Let's get into I guess Smackdown. Just went off the air not too long ago. We'll talk about that. Probably quickly go over Fastlane. That happened this past Sunday. F Raw, and then NXT and AEW. So SmackDown tonight. The big news coming out is, of course, Logan Paul gonna be on SmackDown. Apparently, no, I'm kidding.
Do you have the SmackDown background by chance?
I don't have the SmackDown background.
Or
I have the general WWE AEW background.
Okay, just wanted to...
I can add. You want me to add it?
It's up to you.
What we could do? We could talk about it. I'll work it in with the magic of
the internet.
Google.
So yeah, a decent show, I felt, for the most part. Still some things that you're just asking yourself, like, hey, why are champions losing again? I don't care what the circumstances are. Champions should not be losing. So it looks like, at least so with Sasha and like Bianca, that Reggie is out of the picture. Good. Yeah, we're getting some actual build. Just a shame that it took us, I don't know, almost 2 or 3 freaking months to finally get here. But yeah,
that's white. Yeah.
So what do you think about that, about the Sasha and Bianca build right now?
It was better tonight. Still, let me just get this out of the way, and this is I think the main root of the problem. Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. Put Fastlane where Elimination Chamber is. You leave March open. There you go.
Would help,
because you're bottlenecking yourself on trying to get stuff to happen in Fastlane, and then flip around the Mania. Now, the other side of that coin is just the better storytelling, but it would help if there's not a rush to fill a pay-per-view.
Yeah, and just like, and I get that they needed something to like kind of like work out all of the issues that they were going to have with, like,
that was a good
with Peacock. But man, this honestly, that show really hurt most of the WrestleMania build. Hell, when you're like 4 weeks away and you have like what 2 or 3 matches only confirmed, like, that's a problem. Like, that shouldn't be happening for your biggest show of the year. And it's just a reminder, once again, this company cannot book like in long term, and we see this every single week. Like, it's just, it drives me insane that we still have these same problems, and why they can't figure, hey, on this so and so day, this is where we want to freaking be here. But like, it's like they're so week to week in everything, and it just hurts everything that is going on with the show there. But so obviously the obvious biggest news on coming out of the show this week, Matt,
I can't do that live. Okay.
was we have now official for WrestleMania, Edge, Roman, and Daniel Bryan for the Universal title on like night 2.
Yep.
Which we pretty much all expected just based on how Fastlane ended, and just based on everything that was going on, it only made sense. It just they butchered. What the hell are you doing right now?
I don't know.
just
I
stay on SmackDown.
No, Fastlane. No, SmackDown. I hit like okay, and it somehow restarts the slideshow.
So it just, if they would have made Edge and like Roman and actually had an actual idea what they wanted to freaking do, but it just felt like that ever since Edge won the Rumble match, that they literally had no clue how they were going to build this thing, and now we're involving and now we're involving Daniel now, which honestly is probably the only thing that you could do, because if we're being completely honest, Roman and like him completely overshadowed Edge for a lot of this build here. So it's like you were at the point where like you didn't have a single choice there.
Right. Yeah, but regardless, I think that match is going to be, as the kids say, fire. Yeah, I think it's going to be good. I'm really looking forward to this Mania for this fact alone. If history is any indication, I think I did tweet this out somehow. Poor build pay-per-view usually turns out very entertaining match wise. So I expect this way.
I mean, like a good example of that would be like WrestleMania 31. Because to me that build for that show was awful, but
yes.
that turned out to be a like really good Mania.
And there's other pay-per-views that is slipping off my mind right now, but it has happened that you go, well, the build's and you watch the pay-per-view and go, well, son of a bitch.
But at the same point too, though, we also had shows like hell, like even for like WrestleMania 32, the like build for that wasn't awesome. And the show in large part really didn't turn out well.
I'm not saying that's a 1-to-1, but
but
I'm saying that the build is not always indicative of the show.
Matches, I mean, like just straight up wrestling,
it's a damn strong card.
Yeah, it's just
night 2 especially.
Right, but it's like kind of it's just a lot of these like matches, they just really haven't done themselves any favors in trying to get you emotionally invested with everything that is like going on. And it's something I really wish that they would fix there, but it's a consistent problem. Wrestling, guys and girls wrestling in the ring, I can't really complain about, because typically they will absolutely work hard. It's a consistent challenge when you're constantly fighting creative and I'm hooking decisions 24/7 there.
Yeah. Other things on SmackDown, using the very old logo. We had a good match between Seth Rollins and Nakamura again.
I did not give a single crap about this match. Like, why is this happening when this just happened on like Fastlane 5 nights ago? Like, it just, I it's always been a pet peeve of like mine when this company has a pay-per-view match and then exactly whether it is on either Raw or SmackDown, they just have it again. Like, just stop with the lazy freaking booking. Like, I'm not asking for much here. There's so many other people on the damn roster who they can just throw into there. Just like throw someone into there. I don't think that I am asking for much there.
Yeah. Then we had Big E and Street Profits versus Cruz and Alpha Academy.
Yeah, and as I said earlier, why is Big E taking a freaking pin here? Like you couldn't have Angelo or someone, or have a DQ. No, let's freaking pin our champion. Just this company treats their champions outside of like Roman like complete shit. Like it nauseates him.
Well, yeah. To be fair, Big E's kind of been okay up to that point.
Well, yeah, but the main
no, I'm not saying I'm not disagreeing with you.
It's just like champions just should not lose. That's all that I'm trying to say right there.
Throughout the night, everybody is going up the Pierce and being like, do what's right or else.
Which was fine. Pretty much anything involving Roman, it's going to like be good. I don't think that there was really anything else on the show. Like we touched on Sasha and Bianca there,
Owens and Sami Zayn.
Yeah, and that was also made official as well. I'm actually really looking forward for this. I am not looking forward to seeing Logan Paul on TV next week. However, for the actual match itself, yes,
I would lose my mind if Owen stuns Logan Paul.
I'm kind of expecting it.
That would be awesome. That would be awesome.
I'm kind of expecting it.
He can take a stunner.
I would hope so.
We got Ziggler and Ray.
I'm still expecting a four-way.
Yes.
I just even with two night, I'm expecting. It has to be a four-way there. So and that is another match that shouldn't be too bad there either. So.
No, and it wouldn't surprise me if Ray and Dominic win.
I
think that'd be a nice.
I'd be fine with that.
For the story, yes.
Right. I would agree with that.
I think that was Ray won that match. And then basically we got the announcement of the triple threat match. And Edge just lost his freaking mind.
Yeah. So Edge is officially a heel now. Which I could very well see Edge. Winning here because to me the sole reason why they put Daniel into this match, he is definitely getting pinned here. Like there is no doubt in my mind about it.
It's weird that I don't see Edge I don't view Edge as a heel, even though he's booked as a heel.
Well, because too, a lot of the points that he was making are like making sense. It's like, well, any like rational human being would freaking do that, you know?
It's almost like I see Daniel Bryan as the heel.
Yep. Honestly, I'm not gonna disagree with that because to me, while he does make some valid points, it's like, dude, up until Elimination Chamber and even at the Chamber, you lost, and before that, you were losing consistently up until that show. You lost, and Edge won the 2021 Royal Rumble match. Like he has the most right to have that one-on-one title match. So I don't know why they just don't do Edge versus Roman, but that is where things go. So That was SmackDown. Now, did anything happen on like Raw, Matt? The only thing that I can think of that comes to mind is Rhea Ripley.
Ripley, yes.
And we also got confirmation on Charlotte.
Well,
which
we'll
we'll
just throw
do.
that.
Yeah. So basically, Charlotte, she confirmed on like Monday that she tested positive for COVID. There was some speculation that in regards with Andrade's release, that there was some stories going around that she might have just like pulled herself out of like WrestleMania, but it turns out that was completely false. But I do you subscribe to the theory that she definitely had a hand in him getting his release? So because I only say that because if you recall last week, there was like zero
what the hell did that come from? Nobody saw that because it's on the preview screen.
Yeah, like there was like zero thought or zero idea of him getting his release, and then we saw on Sunday night he officially got his release, and also on top of that, he doesn't have a 90-day non compete, so he can sign anywhere. So
if you're just asking that you have a hand at it,
yeah,
maybe a little. I'm not going like I don't know.
Conspiracy theory there.
Yeah, I'm not going full blown conspiracy, but yeah, I don't know. I it's weird. I don't want to make any assumptions because I felt like it's weird. Like if you do it, or are you afraid that you're going to get screwed? Right. But then again, I don't know. I really don't. I don't even have. I don't have an opinion one way or another.
I mean, I definitely think that she said something, or that she probably helped out, but there's also a possibility too where the company, they didn't want to do anything to really to like piss her off too at the same time, so it was probably that they were just doing that as a favor as well. But yeah, so now as far as Andrade,
I'm more interested to see that it had to be. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Did it have to be in his contract to have a no compete clause? Because it wasn't like they just can take that out. I don't think.
Well, they can just
sign it.
I mean, if I had to guess, probably not, since when he signed, he wasn't a really high profile signing.
But I'm still surprised that's not in for like anybody to congrat.
Well, the only other
because it's weird because of him just publicly like not trashing it, but like making a stink that they're like, oh yeah, just go.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I mean, it was definitely weird because typically, I mean, the only other people who didn't have to do that as well was Dax and Cash Wheeler of FTR, who they were cut, and they didn't have to serve a 90-day non compete there as well, but typically you would have to serve like 90 days, and now as far as where I expect Andrade to go, I don't think he is going to AEW. I will be very surprised, because to me they have way too many people on that freaking roster right now.
Stop signing people.
Yeah, but like to me, he's either going to be in New Japan, or he is going to be signed with like Ring of Honor, because he has a lot of friends down there. So I think that's a possibility. And we also got a report today that supposedly Thea Trinidad She signed with a company not named all not named All Elite Wrestling. So I wonder if it's going to be ROH there. So we will definitely find out. But now let's move on to Monday Night Raw.
That's blurry. It doesn't matter. I'll go over real quick. We had what the hell? Bobby Lashley versus Sheamus. A good match. Bobby Lashley, dominant, wins with the Hurt Lock for the win. Then we had Asuka versus Payne Royce. Give me some more Payne Royce. Good showing against Asuka, but ultimately falls to Asuka. Then Rhea Ripley debuts.
Yeah,
and pretty much says,
yeah, like I'm like, but like I'm happy and kind of like mad at the same time, and not like not like for the match. Like it's like it really just shows just how bad that the whole entire women's division is on like Raw when they literally have no one else, and to where basically Rhea can just get a like title match. I'm like just like that. Now at the same time though, since there is like nobody, like who else are you gonna book there? I mean, exactly. So
I don't.
So
no, I'm more interested in Rhea and Asuka.
Oh, absolutely.
And then you do the rematch. You could do the rematch of Rhea and Charlotte. I mean, you have a story. It's fine.
Not to mention, eventually, when like Becky Lynch comes back, Rhea
should not lose that at the earliest SummerSlam.
To me, Rhea once she
should
wins the title,
everybody.
She should be having what McIntyre should have had, where like he wins and holds that title throughout the whole entire year. Like she should be the most dominant woman on this freaking roster. But man, I tell you, I am so scared of what stupid things they're gonna have her say, how cheesy that shit is going to be with her, because it's just who this company is, man. And we've seen it on numerous occasions, guys who have been called up, girls who have been called up. Just it's only a matter of time before they either just inevitably screw these freaking people up. I hope it doesn't happen with her, but just based off of their freaking track record, it's what you can expect.
Miss Jones is Bad Bunny. That is official. Apparently, Damian Priest is either hurt, COVID, what have you.
Yeah,
they can't. That's why it's not a tag team match. Miz beats Jeff Hardy, and after the match, Bad Bunny comes and hits Miz with a guitar. Then we had Kofi Kingston versus AJ Styles. Kofi Kingston wins. And then it looks like we're getting something with Sheamus and Riddle, maybe.
Which I'm perfectly fine with. These two have had some really good matches. So yeah,
it's something.
And it's probably is the most appropriate feud right now for Sheamus. So I'm fine with that.
Drew handicap match. Drew versus Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin.
Can we stop burying the freaking Hurt Business, please?
Drew winning. And basically Bobby's mad that this part I'm not so upset with, of Bobby Lashley, like, oh, you can't not taking out Drew, I'm gonna go find somebody else, and he goes to the locker room.
Yeah,
I like that backstage segment.
The only problem I had with that is like,
it's them losing.
like that, and it's like you're asking these people to take Alec Drew. Look at every single person who was
Oh, I know.
in the picture.
I know.
It's like,
because you know it's not going to happen.
right?
It's frustration.
It's like okay, like Ricochet. I mean, like Drew Gulak, who has been like running around for God knows how long for the 24/7 title.
Hey, he's got the cardio to do it. Damn it,
Jesus! I'm just like,
but the one thing I like about Lashley MVP is that when MVP's cutting a promo on Sheldon and Cedric, it makes sense. It makes logical sense.
Yep.
So it's not mad in that aspect of that.
Yeah. Well, that I was fine with.
Yeah.
But that after it's like, okay, well, if there was actually some intimidating people back there, but like just based off of that freaking crowd, if I were Drew, why the hell would I be scared of any one of those geeks right there?
I think it's just funny. Like that's how low Lashley's going to go because his guys can't do it.
Right.
So we're going to go to catering,
which is kind of is also pairing the Hurt Business there, which is not what you freaking want.
Well, I don't know if it's bearing. I guess we're at a point.
It kind of is, but
I see it as trying to prove a point. Like you can't. Well, I'm going to go to these guys because you tough asses can't do it. So if these guys can do it, I don't know. We'll see. But then we had Dana Brooke, Manny Rose versus Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler, tag team champions wins. Elijah and Shane sing a song. Braun Strowman versus Elias.
Did you see they had freaking train sounds? Oh my god!
I forgot about.
They had train sounds when Strowman started running. I'm like, my god, can they possibly book this dude to be a bigger clown than he is on
he pissed somebody off.
He
pissed somebody off.
Like last week we had green slime, and now this week we have train sounds. I'm like, my god, this it's so bad. Like I don't even give a shit about this match. It's just we really find out.
I just want to see what he jumps Shane. I'm surprised this is not a stipulation yet. You still got a week.
Yeah, I feel like that is going to, like, you can't have a dinner match, especially with like Strowman. He is a lot better in like hardcore or like no DQ matches.
What am I trying to say? They screwed him up after not giving the title to
Strowman,
beating him with Brock.
Yep.
They made him look dominant over Lashley in that feud, going through the stage there.
Yep.
On Heyman's first night. Yep. And that was it the last man standing match they had. It got slammed through the thing. They made him look good there. They beat Lashley. Okay, Lashley at that time. Okay, still you made Strowman look strong. Then they screwed him up. Yeah. It's coming to a point, and this was before Shane. This is not anything against Shane. It's more Strowman and how they're doing Strowman. I don't want to see him on my TV now.
Nope. He has complete go away heat at this point. So
yeah, and I've never said it about anybody.
I've been saying that.
It's just like
for quite some time, man. Like,
well, I mean, what I'm saying is just the phrase "go away." Well, agreeing on "go away heat" somebody. I just take him off for a couple.
He's like
make the absence makes the heart grow fonder, and he needs that right now. Then they changed his Then they changed his get up to like JRTC cadet.
Yeah, I don't understand that at all.
And I knew he was screwed when his entrance added the A train.
Yeah.
The A train thing, and I knew as soon as I saw it, I was like, "Oh, we're screwed."
Yep.
And then they added the train noise, which I wasn't. I was doing. It was like coming from like the kitchen, getting food or getting a snack, and I wasn't fully paying attention, and I heard train noise like secondhand, like right at the end. And I went, "Wait a minute, was that? Wait."
That was a train noise there.
I was like, oh no.
But yeah, so
no.
That was that.
I was like, no. Okay.
It's like that it for Raw.
No.
Damn it.
No. I'm gonna compromise with you, right? Okay. This is a compromise, and between me doing this just to get you wild up and but making a point here, okay? I want to compromise. It's not going to be as bad as you think.
I have a feeling that what you're about to say is complete and utter fucking bullshit.
No.
But
no.
Continue.
Let me explain. Fastlane, Fiend, I liked. Closing out Raw, that segment did not like.
They both sucked. Fuck this storyline. Fuck the Fiend. Fuck everything about this thing. I'm so sick of everything going on with this thing. The fact that like Randy Orton would involve himself with this, and everything Jim Cornette said about this match is exactly
I didn't listen to it yet.
How I felt. If I would probably advise you probably not, because
no, I'm going to listen to it.
Okay.
I can listen to criticism.
So, yeah,
a mega fan.
Oh, mega fan?
A mega fan.
Okay, I'm a mega fan. What's that got to do with anything?
Because you won't listen to Cornette's criticism of Mega.
Okay, I will not listen to anything he says, because even if they do one good thing, he can't even admit that it's even slightly good. I'll give you an example.
Well, why can't he? But he can. But okay. Well, okay. Wait a minute.
Because I can't take him seriously.
Wait. Because you think it's good, why can't he think it's bad?
No, because I don't think he can admit that anything that goes on that show is even
That's not
slightly
true.
good.
That's not true.
If
you listen to it, you would know.
Give me
I don't know a specific example.
Because
I can't think one off the top of my head, but there is stuff.
If you can find me something, I will gladly change my mind.
I will find you something.
But
I will find you something.
But I think he has basically worked himself into a shoot where like he cannot because his whole thing is completely shitting on AEW just
because he doesn't like it.
Well,
because they're not doing. He believes they're not doing good things.
Well, and like he also knows him shitting on them is going to be giving his podcast a lot more views.
Why wouldn't you do it?
Exactly, because
but that's not that. But he's not doing it just because he's doing it.
Oh, I absolutely do. Absolutely.
No, he believes what he's saying, but people want him to continue to talk about it. That's popular. That's why he stopped talking about NXT. Because nobody cared. Everybody wanted to take his takes on AEW.
I like wonder why.
Why?
That kind of.
No. He doesn't like NXT.
Here's my point.
He doesn't like NXT either.
If he kept on shitting on them and like no one was actually watching that, I don't think he would consistently have those reviews there too.
Why waste your time if nobody's going to listen? But that doesn't take the fact that he still believes what he's saying.
I'll just say this: I question how much of it he actually believes because
why would he Jim Cornette fake that?
I mean, just based on like his on like him and like he will say something and then like as soon as he sees that like, oh hey, this is like generating a pretty good reaction, he's gonna really overdo that. And if
okay, maybe just a little bit, but it doesn't take the fact that he still believes what he's saying.
I'm just saying, if you show me something where like he doesn't come off like it's just shitting on something just to freaking shit on it, then hell, I'll
so his criticism of WWE is okay, but if he criticizes AEW, it's wrong. That's what I don't get.
There is a big huge
because you like AEW.
That doesn't matter. He will at least be like consistent and like when they do things good, he will put that over and hell, he will completely shit on anything that is awful. But I have not seen like literally anything, any segment. There is a good chance he's gonna shit on it.
Well, maybe because he doesn't like what they're doing and he doesn't like it.
Okay, so he has oftenly praised MJF in pretty much anything involving them. But even when they formed that freaking group, he can't even put that over because like, oh, he said, you know, if they would have done this from the start, I would actually have cared. And I'm like, God damn it, can you just at least just say the one thing and just say, hey, this was good? But no, he's got to throw a side.
I don't understand. Say, wait, what was the last part?
A side slap.
Oh, slide slap. I thought you said thigh slap. I was like, what the?
Thigh slap.
What's like what?
No.
What am I doing? I don't know why. I disagree.
I just
with
can't take him seriously as far as like what that's going there.
I see. Then you can't have it. I don't think you can have it both ways of not taking his AEW opinion seriously and then caring for the WWE opinion more so.
I guess
I'm just saying it's the guy's opinion. You don't have to agree, but I listen to both to try to get both sides. I have my opinion. I don't necessarily agree with everything he says, but I'm like, oh, okay, and I move on. When he talks about when he gets all political,
oh no, I
angers me to no end.
Oh yeah,
I disagree, but I still watch.
I avoid that
because
like the freaking plague. Right
well, sometimes I can't avoid it because it's like Jim reviews match A versus boy versus B. I don't know what I'm saying. This match, and all of a sudden he goes and well, that's damn Republicans, and then I'm like,
yeah, pretty much.
Then I move on.
Yeah, pretty much.
Then I move on.
Sort of Trump shit. Yeah.
Yes, or just straight up Republicans crap. Yeah. But I listen to him. I like how I changed the Warriors, kind of felt like one. Him, there's Bruce, I think Angle. I like getting all the perspective of people who are in the business from different scenarios because compared to them, I know shit.
Well, I mean, like
I know what I like.
Like to me,
old man at yelling at clouds here,
like
but
to me, I can listen to a like piss off there because to me he comes off completely rational and like he doesn't make it personal. Whereas Cornette, he makes everything personal. I mean, how he has made zero bones of how he feels about Kenny in the EVPs there.
And in a way, I almost respect him for it because he doesn't care.
at the same time though, I mean, like when you're going at someone personally, and like not just because of their like job, that is where I kind of draw it at.
How personal?
Pretty much
On who?
Cornette on
yeah,
like Kenny. Yeah.
What person? What person? I'm just completely. That just is a legit question.
Yeah, like he's like when after like Kenny's sexuality and like everything about his personal life and everything. Like it's like and that's where I think a lot of like people, including myself, is where I like question how much anytime that like, because I've yet to see him, like, even if Kenny has a like decent match, I don't think he can bring himself to put that over because he has such a personal vendetta against him.
I see, I think, see, this is when we get objective and subjective, right? You can subjectively think Omega's match is great, fine,
yeah,
absolutely. What you think is fine.
Oh yeah, I mean,
it's going to be different than what I might and what he might find is fine.
Oh yeah,
that is my point.
Yeah, I'm completely fine with that, but like when you make it clearly obvious that you hate this person and like you're not even trying to be somewhat rational, that is where I'm like, okay, I see what this is about. But now let's actually get into the
we haven't get to the shows yet.
Let's actually get into the actual show.
I'm just like, I was just waiting to get that flip on here and see a comment from Eric and just say like he'll Matt or something.
Yeah.
But nobody's wanted. Anyways, NXT.
Yeah.
Go NXT.
Yeah. That's fun.
I thought this was a good show.
Yep.
I think these last couple of overall, my thoughts, the build and the feuds going on, leading into Takeover in 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah. I think it's been some of the best stuff they've been doing in recent memory.
Right.
Overall, I think everything like is kind of hitting on all cylinders for the most part. Minus a few things. But I think what they're doing lately has been really good, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And let me pull up the results here because we were too busy yelling at each other for me to actually do anything here. We opened up the show. Dakota Kai, Raquel Gonzalez versus Io Shirai and Zoe Stark. They really showcasing Stark, and I keep saying, watch out for her.
Yeah, she's definitely is going to be a champion at some point. And hell, in this match, guess what? The champion, she didn't get pinned. Like, what a freaking novel concept. But yeah,
so you got pinned, but that's fine.
Exactly. It's just like it's just like, holy shit, guys! Like, that's how you freaking.
Raquel knocked her. Yeah, Raquel knocked Io out, and then I believe okay, that's how Gonzalez had Stark up for the big choke slam, kicked Shirai off and slammed her and won. Your point, Io doesn't take the pin. Zoe still looks good, eats the pin. And Raquel looks like a badass, building to her match with Io.
Yep.
Everybody wins.
Yep. I can't,
because Zoe is kind of new in
right. And well, and she really hasn't. She has been in some pretty high
against Io
profile in some high profile matches, but she really hasn't been in any sort of feuds yet. So yeah, this was fun.
Yeah, and then backstage we had Roderick Strong confront O'Reilly, and O'Reilly's like, I'm done with all of. I'm just done.
anything involving Cole, and Kyle and like Roddy has been really good.
Been gold.
And like that's honestly, this has been some of her best build. I would say since like Johnny and Ciampa. Like this has been really fun.
Yeah.
Yep.
Then we got Bronson Reed versus LA Knight.
This to me made no goddamn sense.
I was shocked that
Bronson Reed. Why is LA Knight taking a freaking pin here? Like,
I don't know.
Don't understand. And like hell, I'm like I understand. I mean, like it's hard to have LA Knight pin him, but then I freaking ask, why are you even booking this freaking match then? Like it's just like he just came into the company.
I got to see what they do after, but that makes no sense.
It makes no sense.
I was shocked.
Like I did not understand. This was the only thing on the show that I'm just
questions.
Like
I was going to expect if LA Knight was going to win, I was expecting to like do something like sneezy.
Hell, I would have been even fine with that because Reed is going to be freaking losing anything by a like cheap heel win, but no, they just had freaking just Reed just freaking pancake him, and that was it. I was like, wow.
When I saw the pancake, I was like,
he ain't kicking out.
He's not kicking out. Why?
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, that was the question of the night. So Danny Burch suffered a separated shoulder last week. He's hurt, so the
horrible timing. By the way.
So the tag team titles have been stripped, and so we're going to have MSK versus Legado del Fantasma versus Grizzled Young Veterans, the crown new champions at Takeover. So
the only thing I don't understand is why is like a Fantasma involved in this? Like, why not just have MSK versus
I guess to get them because they've been built. I guess they've been in it.
I guess, but I was like, why not just involve MSK and the Grizzled Young Veterans here?
I don't know, but we digress. Then we had Karrion Kross versus Oni Lorcan. Premise here: Lorcan getting after Kross for separating the shoulder,
and then Kross proceeds to beat the ever living shit out of him.
And then so wins, and then Kross cuts a promo, and then Balor comes out, says Balor says Kross took his best show last week in his best shot or best whatever last week, and his prince is still standing. Pretty much he's shown his weakness, Kross, of being emotional in the ring. And that's pretty much the thing about it
this was I thought pretty good here. And like there were some people who were kind of shitty on this, and
I don't.
And I was like, oh wow, but then I actually watched this on Thursday. I was like, well, I mean, that was actually pretty good right there. I'm not exactly sure
on this. I go, what do you do when you have a promo not as good?
Yeah, I mean, to me,
it was all right.
I mean, to me, this kind of sold me on the match here. Now, I will say though, I'm not entirely sure who wins this because I have a feeling that they might be calling up Karrion Kross here. So I'm not as sold that he might win, but I'm going to say yes, but I don't say that as confidently as I would have a few weeks ago.
I don't think you have Kross lose. I don't think you can.
I know.
Right. No, I think he can have a run with the champion. I think other people can get called up before I wouldn't just yet.
Yeah, I mean, I could definitely see it happening, but
give him a run, and then if he let him lose to somebody who needs the rub, once built. Whoever that could be at that point in time.
Well, and the problem that they would have as well is like after Cross, who is Finn going to be feuding with? Exactly. And like honestly too, they kind of have a problem with Cross as well. Who's he feud with? Like they need to really find
the only person.
Maybe Ciampa. Maybe. I don't know.
The only person I think visibly who can. I know it's young, and it's too soon, obviously, but I'm just going by looks. Is a Bronson Reed on size?
Yeah, I mean, and
then,
he's been consistently winning matches. He
beat LA Knight.
Yeah,
I know questionable, and I don't agree, but I know it's way too soon. But like I'm just visually, who you believe?
Oh yeah, like
if he did a back to back the dive on him, you believe that he can beat him?
Yeah, I mean, I can absolutely buy that. Like, but
not now, but down the line, built. I'd be like, okay, he beat him. That it's not absurd.
And something else I was seeing online too is like I wouldn't even mind seeing a Kevin Owens coming down to NXT, because to me, yeah, he is involved with Sami Zayn, but after Mania, it's like, what are you going to freaking do with them? Like, to me, I would prefer. Yeah,
I see title.
Oh, crap. Oh, sorry. You can.
Okay, I see. I would just say, I see title. I kind of read that. That's not good. Or we're kind of. But yeah. So yeah. Moving on. We had Johnny address Regal about the Battle Royal to determine the top 6 that would be in a gauntlet match.
Yeah, this
to face Johnny and Knight 2.
Yeah, this was kind of like weird how they just like
it was. I didn't make any. It didn't make any sense.
Yeah, I'm like, why not just
do the royal? Just have the Battle Royal.
Like, this is just extremely convoluted here. Why not just do, hey, like these like 6 people will face each other on like night 1 and then on like night 2 and then be done with it. No, we gotta or hell, just have the qualifying matches or something. Like, just
I would just have the winner of the Rumble of the Battle Royal faces Johnny.
Right. It just but man, like they just
but
they made this extremely complicated.
But Johnny's complaining. I'm like, why are you complaining? And he goes, I'm not gonna have time to prepare and watch film. And then Regal's like, I guess you need to go and watch everybody. And he just storms out, and I die when he goes, "What? I'm not closing your door. Not closing it." I popped for that. But the 12-man Gauntlet Eliminator Battle Royal, like the name shows you how confused, like how that
it
is.
Just like I was just like, okay.
So we have the 12 men that are fighting to fight. I'm gonna call it. Jesus. I just hit myself in the face with the microphone like a dumbass. Jake Atlas, Isaiah Swerve Scott, Leon Ruff, Austin Theory, Loomis, Tyler Rust, Kushida, Cameron Grimes, Pete Dunne, Roderick Strong, Bronson Reed, LA Knight. I'm gonna go based on the and we'll have our predictions next week. So this is just based on this week of that promo Pete Dunne cut. He's to me, he's the favorite right now.
I would also keep in mind with like Reed too.
Yes, Reed too.
I liked
the reason why I agree, but the reason why I wasn't saying it is because I can just see some LA Knight eliminating him somehow to continue that.
That would be so like Monday Night Raw. A booking right there, like, 50-50, here we go. But
don't only
yeah.
I call it 75-25 because it's a battle royal. But okay, I get your point. But I don't. Atlas, no. Scott, no. Even though he's been doing some rough, no. Theory and I would
like
say
Loomis in there.
yes.
Yeah,
Theory and Loomis. I would say more
has
so somebody's eliminated there. Rust. He's at least he's been on TV.
Is like a Roddy in there too?
Yes, Roddy's strong.
I think.
I mean, it's not a bad field overall.
It's just like there is very few people who I think are actual contenders.
So okay, see now I totally forgot this part, which when they said it didn't make any sense, right? I'm thinking the final 6, when it gets to 6, it's over. But then I forgot that they still go until the last person standing, but that person enters the Gauntlet match last.
I'm like, why not just do a freaking 6-way? Like, why do we need to do this complicated?
You know what? I don't even think we need a 6-way. I think that they're complicated. Just do the winner of the Battle Royal faces Johnny the next night. And if it's Pete Dunne, he dominates, he wins, whatever.
Like, why did they have to make this so freaking complicated? But all right, yeah.
Then we get Avata versus Drake Maverick, and he killed him.
Yeah, and
he killed him.
Yeah, and
I liked it just to sell that he passed out. Ref just said no, screw it.
And then everything involving him and Ciampa, where basically Ciampa challenged him, and then of course, like Walter said no, and then
for the UK title,
yeah, for his title, and then Ciampa just slapped him right in the face, and man, like these two are just gonna beat the shit out of each other. And second thing, Matt, Ciampa looks fucking old as shit.
He needs to shave his hair.
Like, just shave it off, man. Like, he looks
he pandemically
like
aged. Yeah.
Like, just my God. And it was really noticeable this week. It's, dude, just get some like him just for men or something. Like, it just like
no, that would be too noticeable.
Just my God.
I think just shave it down. Like grain beard's okay, but the hair.
But it's the hair. It's just like it looks terrible.
But I like him held back. He rips the necklace off. Walter does and does the chest slap or chop, whatever you call it. To Ciampa.
And I absolutely believe now. And I'm pretty sure that I said this last week that probably Thatcher he has to have a COVID or
I think another person. I think I missed this. Either quarantine. But Jesse Camilla, because Robert Stone paid Mercedes Martinez a bunch of money to replace them. They got history. Makes sense. So we had them, Aaliyah and Mercedes Martinez faces Blackheart and Moon for the tag titles.
Is it me, or do you like not give a single shit about like Shotzi and Ember as champions?
Slightly opposite, and I thought of this today that even though what they're doing to me is more. I was bad English, is better than the main roster tag titles. Because we're really scraping the bottom of the barrel right there. Fair point. I'm just saying, at least minus night 1 of those titles.
That's fine.
At least they're challenging them and they're beating them, and there's actually tag teams down there,
and I'll be perfectly fine if Indy and Candice win there.
See, here's my issue with that.
Yep,
I agree to an extent. I don't want the tag champs to lose that quickly right after just winning them.
Yeah,
if you want to extend, I don't know if you can extend it to have another match. I don't know.
Because to me they are like featured more, and I feel like that
I agree.
that they can do more.
It's a
with those
double-edged
titles.
sword. To me, it's a double-edged sword.
Because to me, I feel like Ember and Shotzi, they would be better on in the chase for the titles rather than
If it
rather
was
than
if the roles were opposite, it would be better.
Oh yeah, it would be
But
a lot better now.
No, I like Shotzi and Ember as a team. I like them as a team. I think they work well. They actually have like
it's just that how they
I don't agree. Yeah,
right.
That was
it.
I don't know what
favors.
it didn't make any sense.
Yeah, and to me, if it would have been actually logical, be like, fine, I'm perfectly fine with them as champions, but just how like they just basically they just gifted Raquel and Dakota with those titles, and then 1 hour later, they
I rather if they were gonna have a match that night, Raquel and Dakota, I would have had it against somebody like the newcomers coming up and be like, you know what,
right.
Nobody's good, and then lose,
right,
and then have
because to me,
like the new signees,
right, and to me, I don't see why not just have like Raquel as both a tag champion and possibly as a like women's champion. Like, to me, what was so bad about that there,
True, but if they were going to lose, I would have crap. Crap, that wouldn't make any sense. But okay, hypothetically, have Raquel and Dakota lose at Takeover to Shotzi and Ember as a scenario to get it off.
That's fine too. Like, hell, that is a lot better than what they what they did there.
But I'm just saying why I said it doesn't make any sense if all things are the same and Raquel was facing Io. You don't want her losing night one, and then unless Dakota takes the pin,
right,
then it's not as bad because you don't see Raquel losing, and she can beat Io on night two. I don't know, but I wouldn't do it. The thing is, summary, night one, not a good idea. No. But I'm not as I still enjoy the tag team titles now because to me it's actually somewhat of a big deal compared to the main roster. Yes, let me scrape the bottom of the floor here for that comparison. But yeah. Anyways, what was next? We got what was there, a face off between
Ciampa or Colin
Devlin and
Escobar.
Was it after? I guess it was after the match.
Yeah.
After Jordan Devlin and Kushida.
Yeah. Which basically Phantasma interfered and Jordan Devlin he picked up a victory, and then we had the confrontation with Escobar and Devlin, and then out comes Shawn Michaels,
just like do.
Yeah, and
this is what you should do. We're gonna make this a ladder match.
So I was like, holy shit.
That makes it what had been a crazy match crazier.
Yeah. And on top of that, it's happening on like night 2, which I'm like, thank you.
Which I'm missing.
Yeah.
We're trading.
I feel sorry.
Well, I get to see it anyways.
Yeah.
Well, but we're training misses apparently.
Yeah. So
I get to see night one. He's watching AEW.
Yeah.
I have to do a live stream for work. He's not doing a live stream for work. He's watching it on the Peacock.
And yeah, and like obviously Sean is playing up about like his like WrestleMania 10 feud against like Razor Ramon when they had a ladder match for the IC title. So yeah, I'm really looking forward for that thing.
And something else happened with Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, he had to stare down with Adam Cole, and I was like, okay, excuse me.
I was like, and as wrestling fans know, a stare down innocently means
speculation.
Means maybe these two are going to go after each other at some point.
I would believe that when I see it.
Yes, but I'm like, why? But my thing is, right? Why do it if there's nothing to gain from
right?
it?
It's like,
why put it on TV?
If you're going to do that, you
especially with Shawn Michaels,
right? Exactly. I'm like, you had better do something.
I get to see counterpoint with Roman and Alexa giving that dirty look to Roman. One time you think, oh, they're gonna build Fiend and Roman, but Fiend got drafted to Raw, so it never happened. Okay, there's your exception. There's your exception, but they're on week to week.
Right.
You don't have Shawn Michaels come out, throw a ladder, do this, come out and show him come down the stairs.
No, and
look at Cole and be like,
and I believe this was his like first time on NXT.
Yeah, I think so.
TV too.
Or minus was he breaking up? He didn't help break up McAfee and Cole, was he? With Michael was with Triple H.
He might have been. But yeah, but like as far as like,
but like just there.
Yeah, but there. So yeah. And then I think after that we then had Cole.
Yeah.
And my God, this was sensational.
Excellent. Sold me. I mean, wasn't sold already.
If you weren't sold already, and basically, William Regal announced that this is going to be a like unsanctioned match because currently, Kyle he isn't yet cleared by their medical team. So
makes sense.
So yeah, these two are just gonna beat the ever living shit out of each other, and this is also happening on like night 2. And man, that freaking night 2 card, woo!
What do we have here, John?
God, this freaking internet of yours. Finn Balor versus
don't blame the machine.
Finn Balor versus Karrion Kross for the NXT Championship. Santos Escobar versus Jordan Devlin. We also have Johnny Gargano versus TBA. And it isn't shown on here, but Kyle O'Reilly versus Adam Cole in the co-main event of night 2. Sweet baby Jesus.
For craps and giggles, night 1. Good seeing with night 1.
Okay, on night 1, we have Io Shirai and like Raquel, who will be main event.
That deserves it. That's gonna kick ass.
Walter versus Tommaso Ciampa,
UK champ. Oh my God, I don't even. Oh my, I'm gonna.
You almost completely forgot this match was even happening. Me too. So I'm like, oh shit, that's right.
My chest is gonna hurt from hearing the sound of flaps.
Yeah. We also have the tag team championship triple threat between
it's gonna be fire.
MSK, Grizzled Young Veterans, and Phantasma, and then obviously the freaking
convoluted
Gauntlet. Who will
the number 1 contender? Gauntlet, Rumble, Eliminator, Chamber, Hell in a Cell.
Right. So yeah. A lot of So basically, I mean, like in complete seriousness, night 1 and like night 2 are excellent cards. They are excellent cards.
What it seems like we're doing with that and Mania is that really your heavy hitters are on night 2.
Yeah,
it's a one long show split up. It's easy to digest. You got your lower thing building up to your, I don't want to say semi-main event, but halfway. Yeah. You're closing right before intermission. Mm-hmm. If you watch a show or a play, a musical or thing, you go boom, your climax before the break. In this case, Raquel and Io. In WrestleMania's case, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Sasha. That could be Sasha and Bianca.
Right.
I guess that's on. Wait? Did they say? Is it on Saturday? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, they're gonna have. Scratch. They're gonna have Lashley and Drew. Probably. Maybe. Maybe
Saturday.
not. Close.
Honestly,
you can flip flop either one, and I won't be
honestly,
mad.
I would probably have like Lashley and like Drew close because
At this point, yeah.
because to me Sasha and like Bianca's build has been so underwhelming.
Okay,
that
but my point
yeah.
being that you have your Lashley and Drew close right before intermission,
Yeah.
and then when are you gonna what's the week? I mean, what's the Saturday one? It's could be a week. What did they say was Strowman and McMahon? Was that Saturday?
I believe so. Yeah.
So you got that. You get Seth. Well, Seth and Cesaro's not weak, but it's an undercard thing.
Mm-hmm.
And you build up the Sunday.
Right.
Whatever you think about it, Orton and the Fiend. What's the tag team shit?
Owens and Sami Zayn.
Omi's saying. I'm just saying that I don't think they said what the tag team championship. Well, that hasn't been official.
Yeah.
Big E and Apollo Cruz, that has a good build. Asuka and Rhea.
That should be good.
And then your tribal chief.
Yeah,
okay, maybe it's more evenly split on Mania, but okay. Whatever that point was trying to make. But
on like 9-2 on Takeover, I feel is the overall better card, but like
they're building up. They're still
pretty good.
Yeah, 9-1's you can whatever the shake a stick at or whatever the thing is. Anyways,
okay, so now on to AEW Dynamite.
We open up with Omega versus. Side note here before a disclaimer. I did the watch at the same time because I knew my week was going to be hectic. Thursday and Friday I had no time because Thursday, we'll talk about this tomorrow on the podcast. We went to a Penguin game, a sporting event, John.
Yeah.
So my time was limited. And today, job interview, had to take pictures of a sporting event for current job. Crazy thing. So I did dual screen here. So anyways, so we had Omega versus Seidel non-title match. If Seidel win, he would receive a title shot.
Yeah, it wasn't happening.
I think I saw the only criticism was maybe this went a little bit too long. Seidel had too much offense.
Yeah, I
was thinking of that too.
But overall, I would say like Seidel's best performance since he signed though for sure. But yeah, Kenny he wins. And pretty much that's all that I got to say.
What was done right? I kind of almost should have been flip-flop in terms of booking, but not with this opponent. Hangman Page versus Caesar Bononi. Page pretty much it was quick.
I watched him. I was like, wow, that's how you do a squash there.
Was this the guy that there was that clip going around on Twitter of him like they had to like stop in the middle?
Luchasaurus, yeah. That was bad.
It's called highlight
editing.
Cut.
Yes, it's just like why would you
not take that out? I like. You get to a point. Come on. Anyway, so yeah, Hangman looked good. He beat Cesar. What I'm calling him.
Bononi. Yes,
Bononi. Ides of March here. So, Hell Caesar. I don't know why I'm saying that. I didn't see the audio of this. I saw it, but I didn't see the Lance Archer promo. Cutting in on Sting.
Yeah. This promo show me here. He does not need Jake Roberts.
I didn't have to hear it, and I knew that.
Like Lance has been cutting some really, really good promos. I'm like, just separate those two. He really does need him.
I could just tell by body language that he doesn't need him. Just in that, I didn't have to hear it.
And to me, I think it's pretty clear they're setting him up to be NT champion. I think he's going to be the guy to be Allen.
Do right by him for the love of God.
Oh yeah, I think this is going to be his time here. So yeah,
all would be slightly forgiven if you do it.
Yep. So yeah, and then I believe after this we had the Dr.
Breaker promo.
My God, this woman every single week, man. I continue to sing her praises. She, in my opinion, man, she is the most.
She's the face of that
improved woman. I think anywhere right now from a whole calendar year. I don't know if there's anyone else who has.
I can't think anything right
who
now.
has grown as much as she has because I recall when she first was on AEW, she was like very green. Her like mic skills, they were not good at all, and then she turned heel. Changed everything, and now I
don't know. Maybe I don't know about green because she's had experience, but the character didn't fit.
No, and man, like, and like here you just see why she should be champion. Get the freaking belt on this woman ASAP. Like, and I do think they are going to be doing her versus Shida a double or nothing. I do think that is where they are going there, but they definitely need to also give her some wins too, because even though she lost last week, since that was a lights out match, it doesn't really count as an actual match. So, but at the same time, they need
we saw it.
Yeah, they need to give her some wins, but definitely the freaking goal needs to be get the title onto her. And I freaking loved when she called out like Mick Foley there a bit. She was like, it took you 20 years to be a like hardcore legend, and it took me one night.
that was funny.
Yeah, so yeah, that was a really good promo there.
And then we got backstage with Christian getting confronted by
Frankie
Kazarian. Yeah, I forgot which saying, hey, when's that outwork everybody things start? And pretty much they get a challenge of a match of Christian Cage, Frankie Kazarian, easy for me to say, next week.
Yeah, they chose the absolute perfect guy for Christian's first match in 7 years. Very interested to see how he's going to actually look here. And these two have history since you were on
I think
TNA.
I think, which I forgot about that. I never saw him work in TNA because I didn't watch TNA.
They were great. Like those two killed.
Yeah. Well, back when TNA was actually
yep
good, and even though I didn't watch it compared to now, anyways. But I think anybody who would have a first match back with somebody, a veteran,
Frankie is
that you have history with, that will protect Christian.
He'll make him look good.
Coming back. So that's I'm interested on that. That's good right there. Varsity Blondes and Dante Martin versus FTR and Sean Spears. And shocker, Sean Spears and FTR win.
Yep. Short, sweet, and they win.
Get a win, and they cut a promo. And MGF says, "Here's one quote. I'll say from when you're in the pinnacle, you're always on top."
Yeah,
I like that line.
And man, like anytime if these guys are going to be talking every single week, I will have no bones about that. Like how Matt, like I've like watched some interviews with MJF, and man, they're taking so many things from the Cornet podcast. It's so obvious.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm like this is perfect because it's gonna be playing into everything that is anti AEW
that we argued about earlier.
Yep, it's everything
because we're playing right into
right,
it.
exactly, and they're going
like
to
sheep.
They're going to stand out from.
Jesus, I just picked my ear. Oh my god.
Yes, you did. So yeah, I mean, and eventually when the inner circle comes back, that's going to be some great TV. And two, they were even teasing FTR versus Santana and Ortiz. I cannot wait for that match. Like, because to me, this is going to be the time that we're going to be seeing serious Santana and Ortiz.
Please.
Santana and Ortiz.
Give me
from Impact. That is the Santana and Ortiz.
Santana Ortiz when they first got in here.
Yep. It just two badasses who just
give me serious Inner Circle versus obviously a serious Pinnacle.
It's gonna be great.
And that's all I want.
Yep.
Don't give me away the bullshit. Yep. Anyways, that's the thing. Apparently this QT Marshall interview with Cody made no sense. Because there's another thing, the audio thing, I missed all these.
Here, I'll lay it out for you. So like, you know, first of all, I would like to ask, why is this thing even happening on TV? Completely unnecessary, but the whole
why limit it to TV? Just limit it to anything,
right?
Everything.
It's just
life.
It's just like his QT. He was going off and explaining everything going on with the like Nightmare family and how he was complaining about how he is constantly like never home with his wife. And I'm like, dude, you tried freaking banging the like freaking punny for like the last 6 months.
She was in the crowd too.
Yeah, and just like, so I'm like, we're just going to ignore that. And then he talks about Cody, how he has done everything for him, and et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah. So it says here now, it says Cody gets to go back to a nice hotel where QT's wife sleeps alone.
Yep.
Where does QT sleep at? In a nice hotel too?
I don't know, but it just the whole thing just didn't make any damn sense. And yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It just didn't make any damn sense. And like, to be honest, this didn't need to be on TV. Like, they could have made it so much more simple as to say, hey, Cody, I need to have a like match with you to like prove myself. It's all you needed to say. You didn't have to say anything about your wife and everything because then you just sound like a complete idiot.
If he's going to, I think, obviously turn heel.
Yeah,
I would have said, I would have said, you know what? I guess he was getting at, and goes, do all the work and match here, there, and you know what? I think I deserve more. You know, Cody, can I have a match with you? Just to show people I have it, show you I have it. And Cody's like, oh, sure, blah, blah, blah. And then, you know,
right,
flip.
Like, to me, that would have been perfect.
And then you cut promo, you go, then be like, you know what? You got I do all the work. I do more than you. You just sit there with the title of executive vice, whatever he is.
EVP. Yeah.
You got your wife with you. You got the hotel. Meanwhile, I'm sitting here,
and now
I'm doing all the work behind the scenes, and none of these people know. I'm away from my family. Where you used to have your wife Brandy with you, you have your TV show, and now I'm getting screwed from it. And now, there you go. And now I care.
And now a like reality show.
And now your reality show. Now you're the big show. Oh, it would have been great.
Yeah.
Hey, Tony Khan, listen to me.
Yeah, and speaking of a like reality show, Cody and Brandy are having
I'm not even I shouldn't even be. I'm not even upset. That's just because I'm just used to it. No, it makes perfect sense to have it. If Miz and Maurice can have one and people watch it, why can't they have one?
Well, and how I even
I don't know why I was upset.
was talking to you about this. I was like, this more confirms how much of a strong relationship that they have on like TNT,
the Turner Network.
Yeah, hell, they aren't getting a show, a like reality show, if Turner isn't in on AEW. Like,
no.
Like, to me, that is exactly what this shows. Hell, I am like not going to be to be watching this, but
it's not our demographic.
No, but at the same time, I completely understand though. But
you got money investing into it, you're going to make the most out of it.
And hell, full well they're going to be getting paid for this. On top of that, it's like more revenue. So I mean, all the power to them there.
WWE could put the Bellas, Total Divas.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And people, and they're wrong because people like that reality crap.
That's content, man. And the only thing I'm concerned about this is like it's going to really oversaturate Cody.
Yeah, because you got him on the Big Show
right
whatever.
There, and like on top of that, he's on Dynamite, and especially if they have a second show on TNT, like
if he's a second show, if they have second, you just I wouldn't even put him on there. Yeah, I feel like it's like the Thunder.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You keep him on the flagship show. You showcase the 50,000 people you have on the show, right? You don't. You keep your heavy hitters away from that second show.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. It should definitely be more other lower tier guys there, but yeah. So after that, what do we have?
Lucha Brothers and Laredo Kid. I totally miss who that is. Maybe I'm stupid. Versus the Young Bucks and Brandon Cutler.
Yeah, this was as you would expect. And Matt, could it be any more obvious who was going to be eating this freaking pin in this match?
No.
Brandon Cutler.
Yeah, or you could have said Laredo Kid or Brandon Cutler. Like, yeah, them.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and even him too.
Were they just randomly added? Was there a history between Cutler and Laredo Kid? Did I?
No. So basically, these two teams, they had a like match. It was on like Firefest. It was like the second show ever with the company. But like
Lucha Brothers and Bucks.
Yeah. But what happened was Pac he got hurt. Right. So they just subbed in Laredo Kid here in his place, obviously.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. So obviously they pinned
some context.
They pinned Brandon Cutler. Then out comes Kenny Omega, and he starts beating up on the like Lucha Brothers, and then he cuts a promo on the like Young Bucks, basically demanding that they align with him, and if they don't, then it's over, which is exactly what happened. Bucks they basically walk out, and then eventually and then eventually Phoenix and Pentagon, they just beat the crap out of Kenny, and that was pretty much it there, Matt. So yeah, definitely we're gonna be seeing a feud be between the Bucks versus Kenny, Gallows, and Anderson here, and I believe I believe actually for next week a 6-man tag was set up between Kenny, Gallows, and Anderson versus Phoenix, Pentagon, yep. and Laredo Kid. So yeah, that was set up.
So okay, this summary of Jane Cargill's promo doesn't make sense to me. So I'm gonna say what happens, and now correct me if they're wrong. It says she calls out Red Velvet for asking for a rematch after Jade already beat her ass. So she's criticizing Red Velvet for wanting a rematch because she already beat her.
Right.
Okay. And she says Jade says they're both undefeated. Did Jade say they're both undefeated? Why did this move?
Undefeated in
singles action. There can only be one winner.
Yeah.
So
Singles
she contradicted what she just said.
No, like singles action. They were in a like tag team.
Yeah, and I was just like, to me that makes
singles match.
Yeah,
tag team match.
But I'm like, I already beat you, but
singles match, tag team match.
Yeah, but I still think she should have just said, I already beat you.
Okay, then fine. But
I get what you're saying.
Still though, singles match, tag team.
But I'm just like, the heel would be like, I already beat you.
No, yeah.
Even if it was a tag team match, but I
okay.
Fine. That's what I'm getting. When I read that, I'm like,
yeah.
But okay. Anyways, that would still be. I still would like to see that one-on-one match. But when I read it, I was like, wait a minute. Anyways, Nia Rose versus Ty Conti.
And speaking of people who have come a long way, Ty Conti. Wow. And I'm glad that they finally gave her a freaking big win here. And it looks like they are going to be doing her versus Shida. And before you say anything, she is like ranked. She is.
I wasn't saying anything
ranked
about
like
that.
number 1 in the rankings. And
how's she number 1?
AEW dark matches.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
That's why, because I don't watch it.
Yeah,
I'm like, I never seen her on TV.
Yeah. Like I think she's like 8-2 or 9-2 right now.
Okay. Well,
so, but yeah,
makes more sense. But I thought, okay, makes sense. Fine. I'm fine with that.
Yeah. So
but I thought it was going to be, unless it already happened, I just blew that out of my mind. Maybe didn't happen in Revolution. Wasn't it supposed to be Shida and Nia Rose?
No, remember,
because I thought that was the whole thing.
Watch your face beat like Nyla Rose over from the Joshis. She beat.
Oh yeah, but
she beat Nyla, and then.
But I thought after didn't Nia Rose come out and attack Shida after, and I thought they were going to lead to something, and so that just went away.
No, they had a like 6-1
yeah, they had
tag,
but I thought they were still building. That was just an intermittent thing to get to the match.
Yeah, but
so it was a waste of time.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a perfect explanation. You know what? I agree with that. I can't. Watching the highlights of this, I'm just thinking, Jobber Rosa. I'm calling her Jobber Rosa.
But hell, I mean, here I'm perfectly fine with that because to me,
but Ty Conti, yes,
Ty Conti, I am pretty excited for that match there, and
I did like that DDT at the end,
and her like strikes look really good. It doesn't look phony or anything. So I'm like, she looked good here.
No, go ahead. I don't know why I anticipated you being done.
So then after when she beat Nyla, she got attacked by like Nyla there, and then eventually she came out, and then
the bunny comes out,
and then why the hell the freaking bunny is coming out, and then we see freaking Hardy's group, and this is example once again. There's too many freaking people on this roster. Like, there's too many after the freaking match segments. Like, I swear it's like every single match that something after it always happens, and it becomes at like some point it just becomes way too much.
The afterbirth, as Cornette says it. There's always an afterbirth after the match.
Yeah, it's like literally every single match.
Yes,
like guys, we need to freaking chill. Like just like
why's Hardy in this? That was my thing. wasn't even thinking the stuff that always happens. Like, why is Hardy here?
Well, because
I know with the
now-
bunny.
well, yeah,
But why?
they're all yelling.
Why?
Yeah,
He doesn't need to be
exactly.
in this.
I'm just like, and two, it makes no sense. Why is the freaking bunny involved here? Like she, like just it makes
You're
no sense.
screwing this up.
Why not just do? Oh my God, just like ugh. So, but I think it's pretty clear there. We're gonna be getting Sheeta versus Conte.
Fine.
I'm fine with that.
You have Thunder Rosa, Britt, and then you have everything else. It's like solid, and then this convoluted mess that you were on the cusp of, something consistent.
Well, I'll say this though. I do think that soon we're gonna be getting your girl Chris Statlander coming back.
Oh God,
Miss Alien.
Oh God,
we're gonna be getting her back soon.
Oh, no.
Hopefully Serena she comes back soon.
Yeah.
I believe she had some sort of an
I think she's injured.
Injury.
Yeah.
So
you know what this division's you know what this is obviously missing, John? Abaddon.
Oh God, no.
Anyways,
but yeah, so I think so. Like we'll probably be seeing that within a few weeks.
Yes.
And then at some point, I'm hoping we're gonna be getting Sheeta versus Dr. Britt Baker D and
somebody versus Britt Baker for the championship.
Yes.
Somebody.
Yes.
So here's next week. Real quick. Kristen Cage versus Frankie Kazarian. Cody Rhodes versus QT Marshall exhibition match. Apparently Arn Anderson to be a referee.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Orange Cassidy and Chuck Taylor versus Mira and Kip Sabian, Arcade Anarchy.
Oh God, that's gonna be a train wreck.
Sheeta and Ty Conti versus the Bunny and Nia Rose. Nia Rose is gonna lose again.
More likely.
One would hope. Kenny Omega, we said before, Good Brothers versus Lucha Brothers and Laredo Kid.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's it. And then main event, we get Darby Allin versus John Silver, AEW TNT Championship.
Yeah, solid match. Didn't have any bones about this. But unfortunately, Silver, he's gonna be out 4 to 6 weeks with a separated shoulder. I believe he suffered in this match here. But we did see like Sting here. Basically just keep
scaring away multiple men with a gun.
Yep.
With a bat.
Yep. And then for some reason we have this freaking huge ass melee again with the freaking Hardy group. Like, why are they here?
I forgot about that.
I'm like, why are they here? Just oh God, this wasn't
so this tweet from AEW to choo get out of the way. Substitute Silver number 1 with Braun Strowman, and then that'd be that would be right. Yeah. Choo get out of the way.
Choo get out of the way. So
Coffin Drop was fine. Was that the one they all lined up? No, something. What was I watching? Everybody all lined up, and it was too obvious that it was a group thing. Was it AEW or NXT?
Yeah,
it was another issue
AEW.
of that.
They did not actually know that happened in the freaking
where am I thinking of?
Pinnacle match, but they didn't
He missed.
Actually dive and
yeah. That's right.
Wardlow, he just stood there. It's like
that's right. that stopped you.
I was like,
but
why?
Okay,
why didn't you guys just like freaking dive on him? But
still, it saved. I was like, oh no. Oh, okay. John. So I think he would do wonders if he, my opinion, either if he broke away from the Dark Order and stuff, because to me he's small, but he's a star. I don't think
honestly
to me he doesn't need the Dark Order.
He's growing. I mean, honestly,
it was the silliness was a turnoff for me, but I could, because I see his in ring work.
Mm-hmm.
there's I'd like his in ring where just we tweak
There's
him.
something there, man.
There's something there.
Like he has a charisma. He has a charisma for sure,
without a doubt.
So
But there's
yeah,
but I see him and I watch him wrestle matches, and I'm like, something there.
Yeah.
I'm not like with him.
Absolutely. So yeah, guys, that was AEW, and that will pretty much conclude this
Our marathon broadcast here.
Our marathon here, and our episode 84 of the podcast is dropping tomorrow. We talk all kinds of comics shit between like Falcon and like Winter Soldier. We also talked about the Suicide Squad trailer,
which dropped today.
Yep, which looks pretty damn good. I feel. We also got into some like sports talk, UFC 260, some hockey talk,
NFL trades,
and NFL trades as well.
Yeah.
And speaking of like like UFC, I will be on the Twitter account tomorrow tweeting all along there for that show. So like feel free to be tweeting at us and
tweets
and I shall be interacting on there. So as I go always, guys, like, comment, subscribe, and follow us on Twitter there, as I said, and we shall see you guys next week.
Yeah, right there. Follow.
Yep.
Oh wait, doesn't matter. It's right there on the bottom left. So yeah, follow. Do what he said.
Yeah.
Please listen to John. He'll beat you up.
No.
I
don't want to die, man.
I'm trying to be your wingman here, and you're like, no, man. Peace, love, and happiness.
Got no beef, man.
Nobody wants this raw meat.
End the stream.
End it. Check out the podcast. See you next week.